Sentinel. Good afternoon, judges and fellow participants. Before I begin the demo, I want to briefly explain what you're about to see. This project is called CDI Sentinel, and it's a focused demonstration of a different way to think about security, observability, and failure prevention in intelligent systems. This did not start as a hackathon idea. It came from long-term work around system stability, trust boundaries, and how failures propagate when controls are applied too late. I entered a hackathon to show a working example of that thinking. Rather than just describe it conceptually, at its core, the CDI is built on an updated Lagrangian framework, brought forward into the modern intelligent context. I refer to this as an intelligent Lagrangian substrate. Instead of relying on probabilistic decision trees or reactive corrections after an error occurs, the system operates on explicit axioms, deterministic rules that define what is allowed and what is not. There is no gray area, there is no drift, there is no maybe. The system functions on a strict accept or deny principle. If input violates the axioms of the substrate, it is deemed denied immediately, before it can propagate, mutate, and introduce instability. In this demonstration, Gemini 3.0 Flash is used strictly as the reasoning engine. The CDI Sentinel sits around it, auditing every interaction and enforcing constraints independently of the model's output. What you're seeing on the screen is a simplified interface of a much larger system. For the purpose of this demo, the Sentinel is focused on proactive security enforcement. Any attempt to introduce personal information, sensitive data, URLs, or prohibited content is rejected directly at the substrate level. There is no redaction. There is no post-processing cleanup. The input simply never enters the system. Accepted inputs pass through silently and unchanged. Violations are only the things surfaced because enforcement, not interpretation, is the point. This approach directly addresses issues many platforms struggle with today, such as hallucinations, brittle rule change, cascading failure, and reactive patchwork fixes. By operating at the axiomatic level, these problems are avoided rather than managed after the fact. What I'm about to show you now is straightforward. I'll enter content that violates the Sentinel's axioms, and you'll see the system immediately deny it. There's no ambiguity, sorry, I have some words I just can't say, and no interpretation layers, just enforcement. At this point, I'll demonstrate the system in action. That's CDI Sentinel, a small demonstration of a larger